Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Pretty quiet day in the market today, so um, we'll talk about that and talk about what to expect here going into the rest of the week. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for August 31st, 2021. SPY down 0.15. Q's basically flat, and then IWM up just a little bit here. Okay. So we've been watching the Q's continue to uptrend here. SPY made new all-time highs yesterday. So did the Q's. IWM's the one that's been just a little bit different than the other two. We saw a little bit of divergence yesterday because the banks were weak in the SPY. But for the most part, larger time frame remaining bullish here. And we could even have a couple days of a pullback and still be bullish on the Qs. Because as we've seen, right, the SPY, the buy zone, and if you're pristine trained, if you've done TPM, you know that the buy zone is a pullback into a rising 20 MA, right? That's the pristine buy zone, right? So we have a nice uptrend here on the SPY. We've gotten a little bit more extension here. Now, this doesn't have to happen tomorrow or even really this week, but the pullbacks have remained viable opportunities. Qs, same thing on the Qs here. Pullbacks to the 20 MA have been viable, okay? IWM is the one that has been a little bit different, okay? But IWM, what we're watching for now is if this hourly can hold, because the daily has been considerably weaker than the Qs and SPY, okay? And so the IWM hourly is what we're looking at now, okay? We did talk about, this potential price action here, moving up to 226, 227, okay, buybacks will, or pullbacks will be viable. It would be nice if the IWM stayed here for a bit, but we already have a nice hourly pullback in place, okay, to this rising 20. You see the last one was here, okay, since this 20 MA has been uptrending. And that's definitely crucial to the pristine buy zone. Has to be in an uptrend, 20 MA pointing up. Okay, which the SPY, 20 MA on the daily, has been pointing up for many months now, and then Qs even longer. Okay. So IWM, we're watching the smaller time frames because the daily, you can see, is still working its way through a lot of this resistance that was to the left here. You see, from the beginning of the year, it was just sideways. Okay, and now we've rallied back up into that resistance. 20 MA here it has not started to curl up yet. Okay, but looking at the hourly, right? If the hourly goes into a uptrend, that's the only way this daily is also going to go into an uptrend. So we have to see it on the lower time frames first before it takes place on the larger time frames. Okay. So that's really kind of the most interesting thing going on right now as far as Qs and SPY, IWM. We don't, we're pretty much done with earnings season. Okay. And, scalps are still here and there, but we are really into that, summer doldrums time period, which is typically the slowest time of the year. Yeah, it's around September, end of August to September, even a little bit into October. But then once we get into October, things usually pick back up. Okay, so if IWM gets going here, gets moving, maybe we'll have another kind of nice abundant amount of scalps like we did last Friday. Okay, but the gaps and things that we're getting in the morning today and yesterday, gaps list was pretty weak. Maybe a lot of stuff, not a lot of high quality stuff. Okay. I'm sure we'll still get them. We still have quite a few days left in the week, and there are always still some here and there. But I think the more interesting thing that I'm focused on is if we can get if the IWM starts to move up, maybe, then that's where the focus is going to be, a lot more scalps. All right. But also, and I said it last week, I think there's going to be days where I just don't take any trades probably over the next month. There are going to be some days here and there, which is pretty rare throughout the year. But if there is a time, it is going to be likely during September. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys are doing well, at least staying out of trouble. All right. Expect that things are going to be a little bit quieter. Let's trades to review here over the next month or so. And that's just one of those things that comes with the territory, understanding kind of the seasonality of the market. Okay. All right, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day.